Jakarta's streets look drastically different from just a few days ago. What would usually be congested with cars and motorcycles are now nearly empty. This is how Indonesia is dealing with the COVID-19 outbreak. Public spaces are mostly quiet, and government schools like this one here have shut down for at least 2 weeks. Jakarta's governor says while children may not show symptoms of COVID-19, they can be carriers of the virus. And that could have had huge consequences in the efforts to contain local endemics. Bayu Krishnamurthy is familiar with outbreaks. He led a committee that helped to combat bird flu in Indonesia between 2006 and 2010.
Indonesia survived bird flu. We also survived H1N1, the pig flu, they call it, MERS, SARS, and others endemic, even pandemic before. And so I think, yes, Indonesia will survive this also as well. That's I'm sure, very sure about it. But in sense of ready to be, for example, in comparing the number of cases with the available bed in isolations in the hospital and so forth, we are still struggling, and we are need to make speeded preparations. And the government already understand that.
The government is now encouraging social distancing among citizens to be the most realistic approach. Imposing a nationwide lockdown would pose huge challenges to Indonesia, a country of 270 million people.
It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very, very difficult, not only about the 270 million, but also because of the islands of Indonesia is spread across the oceans, and that in one hand that's give a natural isolation, but on the other hand it's also difficult to monitor the movement of people, goods, and everything around the area.
That's why Zubairi Jurban's new task force is essential in Indonesia's fight against COVID-19.
We created this task force to bring together experts and doctors from across the country. There are lung experts, internists, microbiologists, and pathologists. Our aim is to educate the people and doctors that they could be exposed to this virus and to give regular advice to the government on how to deal with this outbreak.
The Jakarta administration aims to review their current policy at the end of the second week of suspension, depending on how the COVID-19 situation unfolds locally. Sulkina Aluwalia, CGTN, Jakarta.